प्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिं भवतीर्नैस्तिति कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः. Okay. Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the Srimad Bagavatam class. Today we are going to discuss 1.15.25 and 26. So last week we discussed 1.15.24 last sloka. Today 1.15.25 and 26. The chapter name is Pandavas Retire Timely. Okay. So when Krishna completed his pastimes and Arjuna went to Dwaraka. There he couldn't find Krishna, so he didn't came back for 7 months. Then our Yudhishthira, he was seeing some ill omens and he was discussing with Bhimasena that there are some calamities, I'm seeing some ill omens, something wrong. So he is discussing that with Bhima. In the meantime, Arjuna came back. Then Arjuna is explaining what happened in the Dwaraka, that all the Yadus are expired. They fight with each other, they expired. That part is currently going on. So in that, this how they died each other, that even though they fight with each other, they died. And the previous sloka it is saying that it is everything is the will of the Lord. If Lord wanted to protect somebody, He will protect. If somebody Lord is asking giving some benediction to somebody to save someone, He will save the same person. Suppose there is a speedy car is going on there, and the small child is running on the road. Lord will send somebody to save the child. Immediately somebody will be there and they will pull the child outside of it. That is, Lord wants to save the child. It is by the will of the Lord, the child will be saved. There are some dangerous accidents also happening in the road. Immediately the person is dying. So in that case, Lord wanted to kill that person, the person is dying. So the person is saved or killed is by the will of the Lord. That was the 24th sloka. So now we are seeing 25th and 26th sloka. Okay. So since we have half an hour class, I am just reading the meaning and translation and purport. Okay. Translation. Please repeat behind me. O King, as in the ocean, the bigger and stronger aquatics swallow up the smaller and weaker ones. So also the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, to lighten the burden of the earth, has engaged the stronger Yadu to kill the weaker, and the bigger Yadu to kill the smaller. Purport. And in the material world, the struggle for existence and survival of the fittest are lost, because in the material world there is disparity between conditioned souls due to everyone's desire to lord it over the material resources. This very mentality of lording it over the material nature is the root cause of conditioned life. And to give facility to such imitations, Lord, the illusory energy of the Lord has created a disparity between conditioned living beings by creating the stronger and the weaker in every species of life. The mentality of lording it over the material nature and the creation has naturally created a disparity, and therefore the law of struggle for existence. In the spiritual world, there is no such disparity, nor is there such a struggle for existence. In the spiritual world, there is no struggle for existence because everyone has exist eternally. There is no disparity between everyone's want to. There is no existence because there is no struggle for existence because everyone there exists eternally. There is no disparity because everyone wants to render service to the Supreme Lord, and no one wants to imitate the Lord in becoming the beneficiary. The Lord being creator of everything, including the living beings, factually in the proprietor of enjoyer of everything that be. But in the material world, by the spell of Maya or illusion, their eternal relation with the Supreme Personality of Godhead is forgotten. And so, the living being is conditioned under the law of struggle for existence and survival of the fittest. Okay, so this sloka 1.15.25 and 26. So, it's explaining about survival of the fittest, the very famous quote, survival of the fittest. This material world, always the dualities will be there, like good or bad, or happiness and distress, night, day and night. Everything is a duality. And the Lord also created the living entities, some are weaker, some are stronger, some are big, some are small. In that way he created, because duality, this material world is duality. Why he created all this in this big and big, bigger, smaller, weaker and stronger? Because everyone in this material world, they wanted to take the position of the Lord, to control the others, because they want to show the power to others. So that is the reason this Lord created this small, big and weaker and stronger, this kind of people, definite, separate people, the human being. So in this sloka, the Yadu, they fought with each other, and the stronger killed the weaker and the bigger killed the smaller. So they fight with each other, and they died, everybody died. So if the purport Prabhupada is explaining, it is because of our lording over the world, we are in this conditioned life. Everyone wanted to lord it over the world. If you see the chief ministers or prime minister who are there, even though they are at the age of 90, they don't want to come out from the chair. They want to control the world, not only world, but when they suppose they are country, they want to be in the higher position. They want all the powers. They want to be in the higher position, and they will suppress they want to not want to suppress. They want to lord it over everybody. So this is the majority of the people. Even though if it is coming to the small range of a small house or near the, suppose if you take a small shop, there are also some 10-15 people may work on the shop. The owner wanted to, he is thinking that I am the owner of this shop. So who are all workers over here, they are under me. So he will control, he want to try to control over the persons. So they are the feeling like they are a weaker persons, the owner is a stronger person. Sorry, in Japan, the fishing is the major, their kind of a farming they will do. They will go for the fishing every day. That is a big business there. The fish and the product of sea products, seafoods. So they went to the sea and to catch the fish. They caught the fish and they used to keep in the box. They wanted to sell the live fish because people need to try to not to eat the dead fish and all. They want to get the live fish every time. So they prepared a big vessel to put the water, and they put some fishes there. Whatever they are catching there, they put it live there, so that they can sell it in the market in the live. So they use this trick, and their profit increased. And next, so it was going on. Earlier they used to sell the dead fishes. Then people always, the human being, everybody always wanted the varieties, not to get with the same thing. So initially they sold the dead fishes. Then people bored on that. Okay, let us get then there is a marketing strategy also. See, those people are selling dead fish. I am selling a live fish. So some people, they went there, they come up with the idea to catch the live fishes from the sea. So they got the live fishes. Live fishes like that, to put it in the water like that. So anyway, the fishes, they want to, some 3-4 days they will be in the sea. So the fishes need to be healthy, so they will put some food also to the fishes. So the fish eat the food, and they will, since it is a small place, the food all the fishes become dull and sluggish. They will keep the same vessel in front of the shop. They will sell the fish, and those are all not active fishes. Those are all not active. Then one of the person, he find out, see, even though we are selling the live fish, they are not active. How they are in the sea, they are not that much active in the shop, the small drum. Then they thought there is something missing here. What is missing? They thought, okay, if you put somebody, suppose if there is a school is there, some class is going on. If in the class nobody is there, how the class will be? No teachers will be there. Only the students are there. How the class will be? They will shout here, there, here and there. And if the teacher is coming, then they will be on control. The similar way, so if somebody want to make you fear, there is some strong person should come over there. So they thought, okay, they bought the fishes. Along with each drum, they put one shark, small shark in that. So shark, what is the quality of the shark? The shark will eat the small fishes, right? So they put all the small fishes in the drum, and they put one shark also in that. Since they put a shark, that the place is also small places. The place is very small. All the fishes are very active because they want to survive, right? They don't want to die. So since they put the shark in that, all the fishes are very active. They are roaming for their life within that place only. They are roaming here and there to save themselves. Active. Since that the shark is only one, the shark may eat 1 or 2 fishes, but all the fishes are afraid because of this shark. So it is very active. When they come to the market, the fishes are always, it is surviving, it's trying for the survival. It is roaming here and there, very active, so the sales also increased. So why I told this example is, if a stronger person comes, it will try to suppress the weaker person. If a big person is always supposed to try to suppress a small person. It is there from the history. It is not as now, it is there in the history of the human being also. Earlier, the British came, they tried to make us slaves. They wanted to lord it over the world, and they want to make us work on all those things. Then they left. Mughals there, Mughal also did the same thing. British also did, they left. All are left. Now we ourselves, we are telling that it is we ourselves ruling ourselves, right? It is a people kingdom. What is that? Yeah. Democracy. We are calling it as a democracy. But are we still in a democracy? No. There is no equality. MLA is coming means is a big person is coming, and they will try to suppress all the small persons who are going there. Suppose the MLA is coming on this road, then all the persons, common people, you need to stop your activity in this road, and you need to keep it aside so that he can go freely. Is it equality? It is never equality. So always this bigger person suppressing the smaller, weaker is affected by the stronger. It always will be there in this society. It can't be changed. It cannot be changed. Why it can't be changed? Because that is the mentality of the people. Everyone wanted to lord it over. That is the mentality. But in the spiritual world, there is no dualities. We already heard that there is no duality in the spiritual world. And Krishna also telling in Bhagavad Gita, Pandita Samadarshina. So the person who is a learned person, when the person becomes a learned person, when he sees everybody, all the living entities equally. Even the elephant, Even a dog eater, and a Brahmana, he sees all these things equal. The example given by Krishna is like that. A dog eater, a dog, a elephant, and a Brahmana. All are equal as a soul. They may be in a different container. The body may be different, but the part of soul, all are equal. So the person who is a learned person, he sees everything as a soul. He won't see is a different. He won't differentiate. He's a dog eater. See, throw it away. And this he's a Brahmana. He need to bow down. It's not like that. The Pandita means he will equally see both are living entities. Both are soul. The soul level, he will see the soul level. He won't see the body consciousness. So that is the Pandita Sarvadakshina. So why Krishna is giving that example? Pandita means it should be a Samadarshana. Because Krishna wanted to teach the devotees that there is no dualities in spiritual world. So if you want to go to the spiritual world, we should practice here itself to avoid these dualities. Should not see the dualities. Okay, this is good, this is bad. That's what the sloka also is saying, right? The good and bad, that is how the happiness and sad is coming in our life. So how the happiness and sad is coming to our life, it is like a seasonal, summer and winter, how it is coming. The similar way, happiness and distress is coming in our life, it is going. We should not affected. He is giving the knowledge to Arjuna. He should not affected by this, the dualities. So this is also one of the duality, that it is a weaker and stronger and bigger and smaller. This is also one of the duality. So we should not see that in the soul level. We should not see everybody as a soul. So why the Vaishnava is bowing down if there is a person, another Vaishnava is coming, why they are bowing down to other Vaishnava? Because the person is having in his heart Krishna first. So we are bowing down to Krishna first. And another point, he is a self-realized person. He realized that he is having Krishna in his heart. So we are giving the respect to each other. Yes, we are treating the other person as a temple. The body, we bring the Krishna in his heart, so that we are bowing down to the other person. So when we see the other person, we should not see that, okay, this is Murari Bhakta Prabhu, this is Venumadi Prabhu, this is Hari Prabhu. We should not see like that. We should see that they are the container of Krishna. They have the Krishna in their heart. So they are equal. We should treat them equally. All of the persons should be equal. Okay, this Hari Prabhu, it is a small boy. Now only he came, so we can ask him to do all those things. We can ask him to do the service, but he should be treated like how Venumadi Prabhu, how Murari Prabhu treated here. The similar way he need to be treated. Because we need to see everyone in the equal level, so that there won't be any dualities. We won't feel any duality. Because if we leave these dualities, then only we can think about, we can go back to Godhead. God will giving this opportunity to, He put us in the situation where everywhere is the dualities. And He give us the knowledge, we should not see the dualities. So one who follow His instruction, that person is qualified to go back to God. It's not everyone. One who follows in such instruction, then only we can go back to God. So, what is the instruction? Don't affect it with the dualities. There is no happiness, no sad, no good, no bad. There is no enemy, no friend. No attachment with this. Don't attach with anything. You need to be living this world like a lotus leaf. How the lotus leaf, if you put some water in the lotus leaf, how many hours you keep the lotus leaf in the water? The water and the lotus leaf, it won't touch. The lotus leaf won't touch the water. Immediately it will fall down. Right? We need to be there like a lotus leaf in this world. We should not be affected with the dualities. Weaker, stronger, and it is a well-wisher, it is an enemy, it's a good, bad. We should not have that dualities. So we need to practice now itself. It cannot be practiced at the end of the life. Now only we need to practice this, so that in the spiritual world we can We can go to spiritual at first. The first qualification is we need to come out from the dualities. That is the first qualification. That's what the second chapter itself Krishna is saying. Right? He is saying that in the second chapter, why? First, there is a minimum qualification. Already, the first initially he is saying that you are not body, you are a soul. Body and soul difference. Initially he is saying these are all the ABCD for the spiritual life. You are not the body, you are a soul, and come out from the dualities. These are all the ABCD for the spiritual life. So we need to wholeheartedly, and we need to, with the self-realization, we are in the path of self-realization, we need to understand, we need to try to follow those things. Even though, because it is not, we are under the illusion of, everywhere it's a Maya is there. So that's the reason Prabhupada is saying that whatever I set the schedule, just follow it. Maya won't attack you. What is the schedule is provided? Attend the morning program. What is the morning program? Mangalarti. Do the japa, sit down japa. Morning the darshanarti, Guru Puja. Attend the Bhagavatam class. Then eat prasadam. Afternoon, go for book distribution. Read Bhagavatam, Krishna book, Bhagavad Gita. This is the daily routine. So if you do all those things daily, Maya won't attack you. But are we doing all those things? We are not doing. So there are lot of chances the Maya may attack us. So, but in that also, we need to always remember Krishna, always beg for the mercy of Prabhupada and Krishna, so that they will remind us that you are going towards dualities. You come out from that. Whatever you are doing is wrong, is right. There is no wrong, right. Everything, whatever we are doing, we are trying to do in this material world, because we are tend to do that. We are the four defects. So we tend to do the mistakes only. But when you take the shelter of Guru and Krishna, they will guide us what is the right path. So always we need to keep in our mind that always whatever the activity we are doing, first of all we need to pray to the lotus feet of Guru and Krishna. Okay, please save us. Save me from this situation. Please guide me for this situation. Any situation. It may be a very simple one. You are going to cook for Krishna. You need to beg the mercy of Radharani. So I am going to cook for Krishna. So you should not think that I am looking for my son, my daughter, my husband, my family. First we need to feel that I am going to cook for Krishna. Radharani, please bless me and guide me so that it will be Krishna can release this food. So in that mood we need to cook in our house. So if you are keeping Krishna in all the places in center, then when there is a light, there is no darkness. Darkness cannot come over there. So Krishna means there is light. So there is no place of Maya there. Illusion won't come. Maya won't come over there. So always we need to remember Krishna. Always we need to keep Krishna and Guru and Krishna in our heart, so that the dualities won't come in our heart. The duality will be there because that is the quality of the material world. We should not see that those people are seeing, these people are seeing, that people are seeing. People will see that dualities. The people will be there in that dualities. But if you want to qualify yourself, we need to come out from the dualities. If you want to qualify to go back to Godhead, that is your determination. I want to end this material life here in this birth itself. I don't want to take another birth in this material world. I want to go to spiritual world. If you have determined in that, then you have to come out from the dualities. Happiness, sad, good, bad. And these are if you come out from these dualities, automatically you will get the progress in the spiritual way also. So attend the morning program and come out from these dualities and beg the mercy of Guru and Krishna. Always they will guide you. So that you can come out from the dualities and you can qualify for the spiritual world. So that is why we are practicing devotees. We will say, doctor, they won't say that, even though the doctors 40 years, 50 years experience also, they will call themselves, I am practicing doctor. They won't say I am an expert doctor. Even though our Krishna consciousness also, even though Maharajas, they will say they are practicing Krishna consciousness. They won't say that I'm an expert in Krishna consciousness, I'm a guru now. They won't say that. They are always, their mood is in the servant mood. They are a servant of their guru. So we are the servant of our guru. Like that, they will be in that mood only. They won't feel that I am expert. Now I am for 50 years I am practicing this Krishna consciousness. Now I am the expert. They will call themselves as a practitioner, because always till our end of the life, there must be a single point to correct, change ourselves. So we need to always find a change within us. What we can change, what I can change myself so that I can go progress in bhakti. So we need to think about, you don't want to think about others. He is not progressing, he is not chanting properly, that is not our business. Okay, so that is Guru and Krishna's work, to correct them, others. First of all, we need to make ourselves strong. So Prabhupada always used to say, if you want to preach somebody, first you need to practice first. Then you preach. Okay, if somebody is taking the class who is not attending Mangalarti, okay, you need to attend Mangalarti 4 o'clock. Like that, if you are teaching, whether are we doing it first? That we need to first question ourselves. Are we doing it first? If we are not doing something, we are giving the class. Okay, you come for you need to go for the Mangalarti for 4 o'clock. You need to attend the Guru Puja, attend this and that. If we just preach, that preaching won't affect us. If you are not practicing and you are just preaching what is there, it won't get effect. Even though the philosophy, entire Bhagavatam, if you tell also, it won't affect, because you are not practicing. So whatever we are preaching, first we need to practice, then preach, then it will be effective. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Any questions, any comments? Any feedback?